to the show City Vibes. You are watching us on TV Africa Network on WCSN channel 32.4, and you can also watch us on your Android and Apple apps. Go to the Apple Store or the App Store and download TV Africa Network and watch this show every Saturday 5:30. We still have our guest with us here, and we still want to continue our discussion. So I have a question, Mr. Saul. I understand you are like somebody from this religion, and you want to represent the people, as in the city council. So what would you tell us like about the social and economical impact of it like today, the celebration?
Right. So great question. The people would be very surprised to see just I think 4 holidays that the Muslim have on a yearly calendar. The level of input that they put back in the economy, whether it's small businesses that sell like the outfits that me and Ahmed are wearing. When we buy those, taxes go back into the city, into the county, into the state. And when we go and buy lambs, like on this day, lambs are costly now.
That's true.
But people like do sell leg and limb to be able to buy for their families, and that money goes back into the state's economy. And so there is a lot of circulation that when we have holidays, people would be surprised how much we put back in. Even though we're not a huge population, it's a population that matters because it's an impactful population.
Right.
And so, aside from the money that we put back into the local economy, it is also not a traffic headache when we're leaving the mosque, because everyone's trying to leave, get home, and see their friends or get them food. So just to see the amount of people that come out on this day and be recognized and are proud of themselves. It shows the city that we are really a really diverse city of so many shapes and colors and backgrounds and faiths that it really adds on to, I guess, the mosaic of diversity that we have in the city. To recognize, to be allowed to celebrate something here in Columbus allows us to be able to share that with everyone else. Because when you celebrate who you are, if people are able to see you and ask questions, and people are being educated through that process. And so when people celebrate themselves, in turn, you benefit everyone else through that education. So there is a lot of social and economic impact that holidays like this and overall the Muslim community in Columbus has to the local economy.
Oh, I see. That's good. But do you think this is a festival that the city council really recognizes, like during this day?
I don't think it does. For the most part, there aren't a lot of support for example, our mosques. Most of them are, because I've been to a few, and most of them need a lot more support. Just like some of the churches have both recreational centers and worship centers, and a lot of mosques don't have that. We have classes where we keep those kids busy, because kids at the end of the day, no matter what religion you are, if you're not being busy doing something, you're busy doing something else. And we rather keep them busy, either educating them or making them feel expressive through some way. And we have these mosques where we have whole classes for kids, for our youth, teaching them about themselves, teaching them about their faiths, teaching them about how character development is, and what kind of person, man or woman, they should become. And so a lot of mosques, I guess, would be really better off if they had a little bit more support to be able to have
support from the
indoor
city.
gym. So there's a lot of grants and support, and even when we're pulling like federal or state grants to be able to have different religious or faith-based facilities to be able to just be able to express that, because it is part of, I guess, our local culture.
Yeah, contribute to the economy.
It's a contribution. So it's a lot. I guess it'll be a lot better if there was someone to be able to advocate on their behalf. And so that is what I'm trying to do. Be an advocate for the people that need resources to be brought down to them, so they can be contributing factions of our society.
Oh, okay. So I see. Like that means you are telling us, as a young politician who and your first public service that you want to go to the city council, you have noticed some loopholes where you want to represent, and at the end of the day help. So we will recognize all these loopholes to bring, if it's revenue, which at the end of the day is going to generate for the city, it's going to be a benefit. So I think that is also a great well, we hope that things go well for you. So you can represent the vulnerables, as we can put it, because we say people, those who are not being recognized, we refer them as the vulnerables.
That's true in so many ways. So you have there's these different populations, just like the Muslims. They're made up of mostly New Americans, of immigrants that came from different countries, and immigrants themselves that encompass so many faiths and different backgrounds, from whether it be from Senegal to Ghana, to even as far as Nepal and Bhutan. They don't have a representation. There's no one to be their advocate. And so as someone that fits into all those different narratives, which is just one common immigrant story, I'm able to advocate on their behalf because I know what it is to integrate.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay, so coming back to today, Eid. So I just wanted to also, let our people who are watching today's show also understand it. So the difference between Eid Adha and the Eid al-Fitr. So what is the difference?
Ask this question or sign?
All
right. Okay. Between the difference between Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. The Eid al-Fitr is the first one, like remember 2 months ago.
Okay.
That's when we finish fasting.
Oh, okay.
We have 1 month fast, like 30 days.
That is fasting.
Yeah, fasting 39 days. When we're done, we have to celebrate Dawn.
Okay.
But Dawn, you don't have to go to Makkah or to Medina. No, you have to celebrate where you are.
Okay.
Like we here in Columbus, you can celebrate it here. And Dawn, before you finish, you see how the Islam care about the people. Like before you celebrate, you have to do the Zakatul Fitr. Zakatul Fitr means you need to take some money, you give it like your neighbor. You don't have to ask what is religion. Especially, you need to know if he needs something, share about him.
So anybody around,
you have to give him money or give him food. Make sure he eat good food. Now you buy him like some junk food. No, you have to buy good food. You gotta go to the Wendy's, like my cousin Mike. I know. You tell him, okay, what do you want to eat? You tell me, I want to go buy to KFC, buy him chicken, buy him everything. Good food, bring it to him. And after that, you go to pray. If you don't do that, you don't have your eat.
Oh, I see.
That means you need to share and you need to love everybody.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to see the person, try to see what is his name, what is color, what is religion. No. When you see him look like human beings.
Oh, okay.
He your friend, he your brother.
Everybody is your brother.
Everybody is your brother. You have to like him, you have to love him. Before I come, I want to mention something. I see something in the CNN. That's a nice picture. You see the pop, he come here.
Yeah.
But they invite him for the food. He go eat for the homeless.
Right.
You see?
That's true.
He go eat for the homeless people. Like he want to show the human being, the whole world. Like don't be like you rich. You need to care about the rich people. No. You need to care about everybody.
Everyone.
Like he can go to the nice hotel, have a food by himself for his team. But he go leave his nice hotel, go to these homeless people. Like he want to show me and you and everybody. That's the lesson we can learn. This is the lesson too we can learn for this Eid. We are a slave of God, of Lord. We need to obey Him. But when you get married, you have your son. Your son need to respect you, obey you. But your wife, she need to respect you and obey you. This is the lesson behind this Eid. But a lot of cousins, they care about the meat, they care about, the lamb. That's good for me too, because right now when I leave, I'm going to ask my father.
That's true. Yes, that's good. So that means the fiddle is the first festival that you prepare yourself by fasting and praying.
Yeah. Okay. That's the first one, Eid al-Fitr.
Okay.
But the second one, that means you need to celebrate what Abraham did before. Before the Prophet Muhammad come, Abraham did it. He want to sacrifice, and what I told you before earlier. And the Prophet Muhammad, when he come, he do the same.
Okay.
This noble action, just like everybody need to do it. But the people, they see the event, but that's good. But behind the message, what you're going to go learn, the philosophy behind the message, the ideology behind the message, like everybody need to respect your neighbors, you need to respect your friend, your co-workers, everybody need to respect him, you need to love him, you need to share love and feelings and emotions.
Yeah,
that's the big message from this Eid al-Adha. And we pray for this nation too, United States. We are here. I have my grandfather, he was told me something. He said, when you have your boat in the river, you have your staff. Don't have to say, oh, Lord, save my staff. No. Say, Lord, save the boat.
Save the boat.
If the boat is safe, he's going to come to cross the river, safe, and your staff.
Right.
But you don't have to praise your staff over my staff over here. No, say no. Pray for the boat.
Yeah.
We are here. We love the United States. We pray for him. We pray for everybody. In the religion of Islam, peace and love for all humanity.
Okay. Do you also have something to say, Amadou?
Just to add, he was talking about the zakat. The zakat need to be distributed before the day of prayers.
Yep.
The purpose of that is not to have the people, the poor, the people who doesn't have, so they can share meat, they can share everything. So technically, it's calculated based on the cost of living in wherever you're at in this world.
Yep.
For example, here last year, 2 months ago, it was $8 per member, per family member. The larger your family is, the more money you're gonna have.
Exactly.
So $8 could feed somebody here a meal in Ohio. So $8 times whatever members of family you have, and you distribute it before the day of prayers. That will validate actually your Ramadan, which is one pillar of Islam as well. So again, before we wrap up here, great discussion we had. We are part of this country. We want to share our view. We want people to know us, even though we are a community, small community, as our councilman was saying. We need to be known.
Yes.
We have our priorities. We're doing everything for our community. Our mosque, we're building it with our own fundraising. As we speak, we have a project, in Stockdown now, looking for $200,000 to finish it. And this is another opportunity for me to see, as a treasurer, what can we do, as a community to support that project to finishing Refugee Road, inshallah. But if you want to contact us, you can come to Refugee Road, and then, the address is 3637 Refugee.
Before we go there, we will give you the chance. So if anybody wants to support what the immigrant or the Muslim community you are doing to support the growth of the city of Columbus or the United States as a whole, I think we will come there. So so during we're still talking about the Eid.
Okay, go ahead.
So usually during this festival, what actually do you sacrifice? Like some of the major things that you sacrifice, because we understand from the history, Prophet Abraham was supposed to sacrifice his son, and God was just testing him. So in that sense, God gave him a lamb. And the lamb. So is it something that you also always do, like only lamb, or you kill other things like other animals or other things that you do?
Okay, they say that in the some knowledge. They call him in the Islam. Like if you don't have a lamb, like you have a goat, you can do it, or a camel, or cows. But a lot of people right now, the first one, we need to have a lamb, because when the Lord wanna save his life, he brings a lamb. That's the first one. You need to have a lamb.
Okay.
But if you are somewhere you don't have a lamb, you have a goat or whatever, you have a cow, you can do it.
Okay.
Make sure only this family, they're gonna have a meat, they're gonna go eat very well.
Oh, okay. So, great. So, candidate for city council. So, yes, Mr. So, do you have any activity for today? Because I understand the Eid, it has 3 days celebration or 4 days, right?
Yes.
So, is there any activities that that communities you have planned for people to maybe come and eat? Is there anything like that going on?
So I think the first thing after you pray to do in the 3-day span is to go to everyone that you know and make sure that you ask forgiveness. That is that's the primary goal, is to be able to share something, including yourself. And so you try to get in contact with everyone you know, whether you have to call them, text them, send them a letter, or pay them a visit. You go to them and make sure that you ask that forgiveness. So that is the primary activity.
For these 3 days?
For the 3 days, yep.
Oh, okay. So, like, is it like anybody you think you have offended?
Yep, exactly.
If you don't have any conscience
yep.
You should go to anybody at all.
Just anyone you know. Yep.
Anyone you know, like your co-workers, like you work for somebody.
To kind of a time of reconciliation.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, great.
The people around you, like your environment, the people around you, your co-workers, your wife, your neighbors, that you can tell them, oh, I'm sorry, man, if I do something wrong, you don't know, verbally, physically, mentally, I can offend to you, and you don't know, right? And I'm so sorry, I want you to forgive me,
Yeah.
And that's a part of the things.
Thank you, viewers. You're still watching the show City Vibes on TV Africa Network. Today is the Eid al-Adha, the day that they commemorate the commemoration of the Eid al-Adha, and it's also the first day of the first day for the Muslim community to go to Mecca. They converge around the Kaaba, and goes around it. So as you know, today a lot of countries in the world, it's a holiday, and it's all because of the Islam Day. And we having this guest here today. We are so much grateful that when we called you, you came to also share with our viewers the religion, the Muslim religion, and for the things that you guys are doing here to contribute to the United States, specifically Columbus, Ohio. And we do appreciate that. So before we wrap up everything, so you are from the Muslim Masjid, Umar. So what are you doing? Just wrap up and for us.
Yes, right now we have we had a project we've been building for many years.
Oh, okay.
As you know, money ran out. We still have a building. We have 4 acres. We're building it. The building is sitting, but needed $200,000 to finish the rest. Right now,
I'm sorry, a building for what?
A mosque.
Oh, a mosque.
And a school to teach kids and
okay.
education, and for the community in these.
For anybody?
For the Muslim people.
Oh, for the Muslim people.
It's just a place we have. We've been building many years, but right now, as we stand, the community is tired. People cannot come up with that money right now. And this is an opportunity for us to see where we can help.
That's true.
Just bring it forward. Get a hold of us. We are located at 3637 East Livingston Avenue, where we're renting a place right now.
East Livingston
Avenue, yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to contact us, you can do so by calling our number, which is 614-638-0332, and somebody will be talking to you and see what kind of help can be brought over. It don't matter who you are. We're just trying to get a place to get it going for the community, and just trying to be part of the community and be very active. It don't matter who you are.
Yeah.
We all come from different walks of life, but we want to participate in a higher standing, higher level.
Oh, okay, great.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And Seydou too. So I know you represent the African Network
Association,
and you also are a scholar in African history.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing like today for the 3 days?
Okay, like the African Network Association is the young kids.
Okay.
Some of them they're born here, but their parents they immigrant, they're from somewhere in Africa, wherever, or some of them they come here too young, and we try to show them how you can stay here. Like the best way. Like some people they come here, they don't want to go to school, they don't want to listen to their parents. Some of them they smoking bad things. That's all we try to tell them. No, you have to go to the school, you have to respect your parents, and you have to listen to your teacher because your parents they so proud of you.
Yes.
If you want to participate, especially build this country.
Yeah, that's true.
And show them again their culture, because we under what they call him again, melting pot in culture. Everybody bring his culture.
Oh,
you're gonna go bring your nice culture, and the American culture have build great nation.
Okay.
Like you remember Marcus Garvey, he was talking about know how much of our life may take you. Never ever forget your roots.
Oh, okay.
Where you come from.
Yeah,
a tree
that's
without
true.
roots, there are no fruits.
So you help people to also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Especially you need to know your roots, where you're coming from, and try to integrate the American society.
That's true.
And You do it the best way.
Which is very important, because when you find yourself in a different environment, somebody has to help you to integrate into it.
Exactly.
So you can establish well.
Thank
you so
that's
much.
what we do.
Okay, so Honorable Council Member, yes. So what's your last words for our viewers today?
Right. So I wanted to thank TV African Network for the opportunity. It is always good to be able to have, I guess, opening discussions to where everyone is able to educate each other, because that's how we're going to be in a aware society, in a aware community.
That's true.
And when people know who their neighbors are, you have less trouble.
That's true.
And so I'm glad we were able to have this discussion, and to be able to have my elders here alongside to teach me as well as the viewers.
Yes, that's true.
It's a great opportunity. You are also a wonderful host.
Thank you. Thank you.
So hopefully we'll get an opportunity to come back, but I would like everyone to be able to just check out what's going on with the campaign.
Okay.
Our website is VoteSo 2015.
Vote So. So is
SOW.
Oh, Vote So 2015.
It is probably the easiest website in the internet. So just to check out different activities that we have going, check out things about my platform and what I plan to do, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity here in the near future to be able to sit down and go into depth about what the campaign is, what I plan to offer to be able to serve the city.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you, viewers, for watching the show City Vibes on TV Africa Network. We will bring you more shows in the upcoming days. Stay tuned for next week.